Welcome, everyone. Welcome back. I missed y'all. We get used to doing shows every day. So I take a week off from it. I'm like, gosh, how do I do this again? This is crazy. It is good to see you all. Jump on in, Madawa. Julmar. Oh, sorry, Julmar. No adulting today. Not while I'm around. Absolutely not. I forbid it. Don't go be adulting right now. What do you think this is, huh? We got Star Wars in to do. We got vintage Star Wars. We got modern Star Wars. We got retro Star Wars. We've got weird Star Wars. I'll give you early birds a little look see so you can see what we're in for tonight. Got about 100 items. All right. First, we got a couple of loose. I've tried to pick out some better individual loose figures. Okay. These are all just incomplete or partially complete. We'll run all of these. Yes, that is a Jabba head. I have a regular Jabba, but I just have a Jabba head. I have a few Jabba heads. So we're going to be running a Jabba head today. When I did my Disney show, someone was asking me about this. This is a Rancor Tooth beer flight. It's one of those things where you get when you buy a drink, certain specialty drinks in Galaxy's Edge, they have a special kind of container that the drink comes in. You're buying a container. Actually, I'm running two Jabba heads. There's another one. Well, here you go. I do not have a 12-inch Jawa cape. Sorry. Just kind of giving you a spin around the room. You can see we got a 12-inch Vader, no saber, but he does have his cape. We have this is the radio controlled R2. Now I will tell you, it's been tested. It lights up, but it does not, and it makes the red light lights, and it does beep, but it doesn't move. I started to take it apart to try to fix the motor. I was like, you know what, that's a little bit beyond my control. But I'm going to take it out and show it to you because it's pretty nice. The box is pretty good, and the figure, the toy, is amazingly clean. So got a TIE fighter, got a modern Slave One with a Boba Fett. Got some modern figures here. No Black Series, an 8D8 droid. I don't have one today. However, take a look at what I do have. Okay, everything in the clamshell cases, guys, is a complete figure or a last 17, like a Poplu. I do have, oh God, did I not put a Stormtrooper up? I have a loose Stormtrooper. Do I have a complete Stormtrooper? Well, I'll tell you what, whilst I am running things here, I will see if I can quickly track down a Stormtrooper or an 8D8. I do not have any Black Series today, guys. No Black Series. I'm slowly building up a collection so I can do a Black Series show. I'm going to run this retro collection Yak Face though, which I think is really, really, really nice. Okay, this Cloud car, it's got the two things. Okay, and what else we got? Of course, we got a bunch of accessories over here that I'll run. I usually did at the halfway point. Got a few follower giveaways for a buyer giveaway. Oh, you know what? I just realized I didn't mark the buyer giveaway. Okay, I'll do that now. So buyer giveaway is just going to be one of the complete figures. Okay. We do have a the Nikto for the buyer's giveaway today. Maybe I'll throw a card backs in there as well. We do have a carded Empire Strike, or sorry, Bespin Guard vintage. That'll be one of the last items we run. Okay. So cool stuff. We are after 3 o'clock, so let's get started. I get my little sign here up. Okay. So at the moment, I think what I'm going to do is use my little Rancor Tooth stand. Use it as a stand until I start clearing the board. We're going to start with a really nice Hoth Leia. This is I don't have my thing. Hold on. Okay. I don't have my eyepiece, so I can't give you guys. Rather than doing no doubles today, we're just doing, except That Star World case in the back behind R2 may have a handful of beaters in there. So, all right, so we're running Leia. All right. We reduce shipping. This item starts for $1. As typical, we usually do 20-second auctions, 7-second counters. We are starting. I'll run some of the loose figures first, and I'll bring out some of the complete ones. The loose. Good hair. All right, Julmar. Good grab. Okay, this is a Death Star droid. Not bad. Okay, a little loosey-goosey, but I like the paint on him. It's pretty good. I try not to put him in a clamshell unless he's fully got the... Something just fell. What was that? Just had some loud booming crash in my Star Wars collection. Not quite sure what that was, but I'm not going to worry about it. I think something just fell off the raster. All right, so I'm running Death Star droid, but good shine. Stands pretty well with the aid of a stand, but Jolmar's in the house. That's 2. Hope I remember how to do this today. So, guys, also I invite you. I'm testing out a few items on the other platform, if you know what I mean. The one I can't mention here for whatever reason. All right, we got a Hoth Luke. Right, he's pretty good. He's got a little. I mean, I always like when I can get him with this pretty clean. Those are the ones I like to put up. He is a little bit dirty, but he should be able to be cleaned. Does have a bit of a lean on him, but for $1, can't go wrong, right? That Death Star droid. It's hard to get a good Death Star droid. I appreciate the follow, Flamichelle. So anyway, my handle right now on that other platform is Mags11, MAGS11. Some people who have been checking out Star Wars Daddy might have known that. So you guys can check that out. I've got some Star Wars miniatures, ships that I'm running there. Just kind of testing out the water. Don't worry, I'm not leaving this platform at all. All right, we got pretty nice Luke. Slight paint rub on the back. Tight limbs. And then your face. Yeah, if you guys leave a comment, I always like to remind people I'm here by myself. So if you are leaving a comment and I don't respond to it, just after like a minute and it goes through, just ask it again. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, how about a decent Tusken Raider? Okay, it's a little bit of. Actually, no, what? That's a pretty good cape. A little bit of a tear on the bottom. Doesn't usually happen. But nice army builder. Welcome everyone joining. Decent number of people in the house today. That's cool. I don't think I promoted this one. Yes, I got a couple of completes coming. Yankee, I'm gonna run them a little bit. I'm just trying to clear the board because I have a lot of bigger items that I'm gonna kind of rotate in and out. I'm limited with my space. Remember, a little bit of a tear at the bottom of the cape. Got some accessories. I do have some bum accessories. I have a little mini lot of damaged accessories that I'm going to run because there seems to be some interest in that. Hey, thanks for your first purchase. Appreciate that. All right, here's a stormtrooper. Right now, it's the only stormtrooper I have on the board, guys. I'm sorry I don't have other stormtroopers. I'll try to see if I can grab one if there's one easy to grab during an auction. All right, this is he's decent paint. I didn't feel like it was paint decent enough to give him the clamshell treatment, but and he's a little loosey limbed, but he's a stormtrooper. Yeah, he's lost a lot of the paint on his head, but I still think he's a good army builder figure. Pretty decent color. Um, be sure to check out my YouTube channel, guys. If you haven't, it's a Darth Tuba Stars Unboxing Show on YouTube. You can just and I'm thinking about just chaining it to Darth Tuba's show, the Darth Tuba Star Wars show, only because thank you, Yankee. I do unboxings, but it's a lot of other things too now, and we actually put these whatnot shows like on like live streamed on there. All right, decent 3PO. Okay, probably should have put this one in a clamshell as 3POs go. This is the no. This is the first version. Okay, number 7. And running. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually put out. We have a couple of high end, not high end, but more rare or more sought after or interesting loose modern figures. I'm not sure there'll be any interest in that, but I'm going to run it. I got about 7 of them that I'll run. Thank you, Chris Holt. I appreciate it. Right. We'll get to about once we get to the halfway point around 50. That's when I'll start doing accessories if people are asking. All right, Walrus Man. I only like to, he probably is, or he's probably worthy of clamshell treatment. I have a TAC clone trooper like without the armor, and I have a Battle Gear clone commander, and I have Rex from the Clone Wars. Let me clear my board a little bit, and I'll start, running a little bit of everything. Thanks for your patience. Okay, it's number 8. I have no Black Series today, guys. Sorry. I sold off all my Black Series last like 2 weeks ago, and I'd like to. I'm working to build up a stock again that I can have a Black Series show. Either that, and if I can't get it, I have a couple right now. No Nihilist. I don't have any of that. But if I can get more Black Series, thank you, Pope 727. Appreciate that. But if I can get a little bit more, I will either run my own show with Black Series or run a modern show that includes all the Black Series that I have. This is the grinning, not smiling Lando, but it's really good, and it already comes with the cape. Oh, I see that. I see the problem. Thank you for that. Sorry about that. I don't know. All right, we got a mostly complete Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't put him in the clamshell because he's missing the tip of the saber, but it's the gray beard variant. He's got cape. He's got saber, just not without a tip, or with it without a tip. Okay. This is number 2. Hey, about 15 more, and then we'll do a giveaway. I have about 7 more loose figures, and then I'll start mixing up. Oops. I have we have some complete figures. Got some accessories today, guys. Excellent grab on that. Thank you, thank you. All right. It's pretty nice, clean hammerhead. Not too loose of a head. That's his normal issue. It gets very loose, but this one's got a little bit of give right here, but then generally it's kind of tight any other way. So good hammerhead to put in. Ah, tech lane. Well, I've only started up in this neck of the woods. We haven't actually started official school yet. We start band camp. That began as of Monday, and that's been going pretty well. We have a couple of little delays kind of behind the scenes of getting stuff together. We have a few delays, but nothing too serious. We had a good week. I have do I have any TBC? No, I only have a retro yak face I'm going to run shortly, and I have the retro Target exclusive that I'm going to run too. I don't have any. I have a few more things coming, guys, but it's just they're not here yet. Thank you again. All right. How about all right? So check out this Han Solo. This is the big head version, but it has a tiny bit of hair. Oh no, no more Black Series. I do have one mini rig. It's got a little bit of hair rub right there, but as these figures tend to look like they're balding, I think that's a pretty good one myself. We're gonna run this mini rig in a little bit. Okay. So as I said, I'm just clearing out my board a little bit so I let me get these figures out of the way so that I have room to. So next week, probably a similar kind of show. Won't It'll be either Saturday or Sunday. I haven't fully decided yet. Yeah, guys, check it out. I mean, this is always like one of the firsts, right? It's always hard to get those first 12. I kind of felt like the small head Han looked more like Han, but I don't know, maybe a little bit, maybe some kind of a. But yeah, so school starts for me next week, or no, I have a full week left of band camp, and then school starts. Unfortunately, they put a football game on the schedule before the school year even starts, which is really, really hard. Is a snaggletooth? Wait, what's going on with this face? Hang on a second. Hang on, guys. Not a fan of this snaggletooth. He's a little weird. Got better one. No, it's a bad snaggletooth. He just looked a little bit odd. Okay, a little bit better. Now the typical, the heel paint's a little bit rough, but as a good displayable figure, put him in with your cantina. I am a teacher, Pass the Jelly. I have been teaching band, choir, orchestra for 34 years. This is my 34th year of teaching, which begins now, and my last, because I do plan on retiring at the conclusion of the next school year. I'm having too much fun doing whatnot, and I want to keep doing whatnot on the side. But plus, 34 years of teaching is a good career. I'm good with that. Hey, all right. Hey. What did you play? Obviously, you know what I played by my name, but thank you, Bidler. Appreciate that. I was also a violinist. I played piano, accompanied the in fact, if you watch, there's actually a clip in one of my videos when I do my yard sale. I actually had to dump an old. I'm trying to sell an old upright piano, so I had it up outside, and I was actually playing a little cantina band on it. Teaching never ends. Yay, violin too. Awesome. That's his Greedo, guys. Decent back, decent front. A little bit of paint rub on his elbow. These are all. That's why I always list everything in good condition because the better ones I put in the clamshells. Yeah, I might. I still probably upon retirement, I might play in a community ensemble or do community theater. Like I've done a lot of music directing for community theater, that kind of thing. Boota, boota. All right, we got about 4 more figures after this one, and I can start running some complete figures and maybe a couple of modern carded figures. I'll kind of bop around. Thank you, Peter. All right. I normally like to run. I don't usually run snow troopers by themselves, but as they go, this is pretty good. He's got a little bit of paint rub on, or a little bit of marking on his leg, on his knee there. There's a little bit there, but the color's pretty good on this one. It's teaching can be a very challenging profession, but I have no regrets and no complaints. It's been a wonderful ride for me. I've had great colleagues that I've worked with, and I've had pretty good support. I've heard a lot of horror stories. I can't say that I've had to deal with too many, mild inconveniences from time to time, maybe, but not too bad. It's been actually really an awesome, awesome journey. And I teach high school, band director, some of them, obviously band camp, doing band. I have a great team of other teachers who do a lot of it. All right, so full disclosure, guys, this is a Jawa, but he does have a little bit of an open seam on the robe. You can kind of see it open up a little bit. Okay, kind of got the '70s chest hair action. All right, but it's a nice Jawa. Okay, a little bit of hand rub. Not the best, but again, put them in your display with your play set, or if you have the sand crawler, if you're lucky enough to have the sand crawler, put it in there. Big eyes. Yellow saber for Farm Boy. No yellow sabers, broken or not, broken tip or not. I'm running a Luke in a moment, but no sabers. I'll keep my eyes open though. Houdini. Do I make my kid? Of course I make my kids. No, no, we never say it that way, CP Benno. They get to play Star Wars stuff. I don't make them play it. They get to play it. All right. Not every time though. Although this year, it's funny. I work with this barbershop chorus, and they do a holiday show every year, and they write a kind of a hokey holiday show that's really fun. And they always have it themed. This is a really beautiful Leia, guys. Great cape. All right. You're not going to find one this clean. Okay, they don't come along this often with the hair. Okay, take a good look. It doesn't have the blaster, so I get so obviously it's not complete, but that is a great figure to start your journey. Maybe a tiny bit in the cape, but seriously, that is a great figure. Beautiful, beautiful figure. And just look at it. Judge for yourself. All right, cape. The capes are always a problem, but this cape doesn't have any tears. Okay, just a handful of tiny markings, little marking on the leg, but look at that face. That face. Hang on. I don't have my eyepiece with me, but it does have a little. There's a little bit of red at the bottom there. I think that was from the Jedi case. One second. Coming back. Um, but- come. All right. Sorry about that. I should have taken it off the screen for that one. All right, last loose figure, not counting Jabba. All right, we have a pretty decent Luke. Got a little bit of dinge on him, but I think that can be washed off. Okay, decent hair. That's what I look for. Okay, although honestly, I'll take any Lukes I can get. It's always so hard to get the Lukes. I wish I had my stupid little magnifier thing, and you no longer have it in front of me because I have it upstairs. Hang on. Uh, Taiwan. This is a Taiwan Luke. Just wanted to make sure. I can't always answer that, guys. You'll have to kind of do that because I do have a magnifier a little bit. Let me see if I can grab the other one. And number 18 is running. All right, now I'm starting to get a little room here. Good grab on that one. All right. We have a Clone Wars Captain Rex. Got a little bit of a bend in the card, but overall pretty nice. Number 4 in the original releases of the Clone Wars. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me just. Okay. This one I'm gonna run. These are $5 starts for these. This is M1. R2. No R2s today. Sorry. Thank you. And first purchase. Appreciate that. We'll send a few little extra fun items in your box there. Okay. All right, guys. This is a retro yak face, courtesy of Florida Man. Those who know Florida, or not Florida Man. Was it Florida Man? Yes, it was Florida. Oh, I think it was Florida Man. Is either Florida Man or DJ. Might have been DJ. Ultimate DJ. Might have been Ultimate DJ. I apologize. I should know that. All right. This is unpunched. This is the retro version, obviously. But this is like a good chance for you to own a yak face, a complete yak face, okay, without paying $2,000 or whatever the going price is. All right, we started at 5. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. All right, let's continue on. Here's another retro. This is from the modern Target line. This is R4M9, the retro R4M9. Yeah, so teaching is it weighs you down a little bit, you know. But it's an enjoyable job. The kids are great. The Doing the music is great. Yes, we do a lot of Star Wars. I was starting to say we have a harmonizer, the barbershop course that does a musical show for the holidays every year, and this year they want to do a Star Wars theme in honor of me because it's my last year. So I have to learn still though. So my orchestra will be learning some Star Wars music. Star Wars Daddy in the house. Woo! Guys, got to go after I'm done. You got to bop over to. Oh wait, today's Saturday. Never mind. Tomorrow you got to bop over to that other platform that I can't mention. Okay, and you need to make sure that you check out his live show there on the other platform. Rhymes with say like today. All right, we got a complete with the axe. We have a complete Gamorrean guard. This is how I do my complete figures. Okay, I will say this clamshell is a little cracked, but it is a clamshell case with the little mini card back, which I do also sell those separately. We're starting this at 5 today. Yeah, guys, I will be starting to sell my modern figures at $5 starts. Okay, hopefully that doesn't turn too many people off. I recognize some people like the $1 starts. I'll stick to that for the single loose figures, and if I do two figures, which I'll still do. But when it comes to card, when just for the accessories alone. Thank you, Chris. All right, let's do another one. How about? All right, hang on one second. This is a Chief Chirpa. Okay. With comes with the accessory. A little bit of a brighter color. Oh, Dexter's on TV. All right. Any complete B-wing pilots today? I'm looking up on the wall. I do not see any B-wing pilots. You hang out, guys, towards the end when I'm getting down to stuff. I will see what I can do. I know there's an order. There's an order for a request for an 8D8. We have a request for a stormtrooper and a request for a B-wing pilot. I think I may have all of those. So what do you say we run a figure that might take some time? We have Bespin Luke. All right, Bespin Luke. We got the blue blaster. We got the yellow saber. This is a complete, decent, little bit of hair rub on him. But think about this: you're getting two really good accessories. So bid on those. Okay, this is M6, right? Medium 6. So I am running it, and while this is running, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to check for those other figures. All right, I was able to find a stormtrooper, but unfortunately, the other stuff is too far down. Thank you for that. In my inventory that I can't get out an 8D8 or an R2. So I'm going to ask you guys to check back with me in a future show. I will make a note of those and try to get them bumped to the front. But here's a stormtrooper. Okay, it is good paint, a little bit of rub on the thumbs there. Does include the blue black, but very nice and white, very clean. And I put it in the Uze bootleg card back just for fun. And then I'll flip back and forth. Oh, you know what? And while we're doing this, giveaways. Let's get the follower giveaway started. Give me a follow for the next giveaway. There you go. Thank you for that. All right. So let's move over to, as far as the giveaway is concerned, I'm going to do we got these. These are part of the giveaways for 3 of them, guys. It's these modern card backs I make. They're basically just blank versions of all the different releases. Kind of like a fun little way you can use them as backdrops. If you have any modern, oops, sorry. And sorry for the jump there. Okay, and I'm going to include in that kind of a discolored Chewy. It's got weird colored arms on there. Okay, so that's for the first Gibby. Feel free to jump in on that. And why don't we do? All right, I'm going to run a modern figure, guys. This is the Black Series 3 3/4 inch Black Series. Um, Royal Guard. He's complete. He's just loose. Okay. This is not these go for a bit. These go for a bit. So I'm gonna start him. I'll start him at $3. He's a great one for display. I mean, I know a lot of people are strictly vintage. I mean, I love the modern line too. But and there are some nice figures that people look for that are loose. I got about 7 of them I'm running today. I'll probably run a few of those a little bit at a time. Trying to thin out my loose figure collection. Thank you, Panther. In an effort to make room to put more vintage stuff. All right, how we doing? We still got another 2 minutes and 48 seconds on the giveaway. Here's another modern one. This is the Rebels Ken and Jarrus. Any Rebels fans? Ken and Jarrus Stormtrooper outfit. Okay, has the helmets complete. Representing. Dude, I know these smaller clamshells. Let me try this. There we go. Let's try it that way. All right. That's what I want. All right. There he goes. This one I'm going to start for 5. Because I know this guy goes for a lot. This is M. 8 and 9. I'll get back to vintage, guys. I'm just bopping around. I don't have enough modern to run a modern show only. I get a lot of it in small doses, and some of it I just released from my own personal collection. Thanks, Cleve. Welcome back. Okay, minute and 40 left on the discolored Chewy and Carbacks. All right. How about back to vintage? Let's do a whoops. He's sleeping on the job. There he goes. We have a nice wicket, and he does include his staff and his cowl. He's a complete figure with the Return of the Jedi card and clamshell with the custom card. That is. Thank you, Cleve. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. There's been a lot of discord there on the announcement of the INT4 mini rig and the vintage line, which we'll be running one of the original ones. But yeah, 35 seconds left on that. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Okay, one more, and I'll see where our winner is. All right, I'm gonna run this at $1, guys. It's kind of a bent Power of the Force 2 figure. Okay, $1 start. Put them in your cantina. 10 seconds left on the Gibby. Darth Malicious. All right. Congrats on that. I appreciate that. Great win on that. We will give this to you. And Denav for $1. All right. Good grab on that. That was M11. Okay. All right. We're starting to clear out the board here. Another set of these. These are my custom card backs, guys. I always like to run these as a way to help offset if I lost any money on anything. 21 cards, okay, representing all the original 21 releases. Okay. Again, a lot of people already have the cups next. I'll get the cup next. A lot of people already have these that have been on my shows, but if you're new to it, I use these in the clamshell cases. I use these. I actually have them kind of in using little game piece stands as backdrops. And I'll do the cup after this. This is M12. This is the first set. I don't have full sets anymore, guys. I just I'm in. I just need time to make them. I appreciate that. The bidding up, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bum Tim. Appreciate that. All right. All right. This is. I think I got this from Florida Man. He had a bunch of these on his site, so I picked up one for my personal collection, and this is what I'm running. It is a Star Wars and Empire. Okay, it says 1982 Coca-Cola Company. I think some people were saying it's a 7-Eleven one. It's got a little bit of yellowing on it, okay, but it is a plastic cup. I think I'll run that for I'll run it for $5. And I start to clear. Need to start clearing out my my table here, so I might run some of these bigger items just to kind of get some space. Thank you, Cleve. All right, so November 13th. All right, so let's put this guy over here for a bit. All right, so again, somebody was asking me about this when I did my Disney show. Okay, so a little bit of background. This is a kind of a cool Rancor teeth beer flight drinking vessel, right? So when you go into Oga's Cantina, you order the Rancor beer flight, and there's four. I think they're local Floridian beers, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they still sell this. And it comes with this little like table, and then you have the Rancor teeth that are the drinks, and they rest nicely in here, right? So there's four of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Somebody asked me on the Disney show I did if I had this, and I didn't. I honestly didn't. And then a friend of mine, somebody gifted one to him, and he didn't want it, so he gave it to me. Now, I already have one in my personal collection, but I'm going to sell this one. Now, here's the deal, guys. This cost $75 when you bought it in Galaxy's Edge, which of course it did. You got the drinks with it too, but it was a lot. These are ceramic, like they're ceramic glass. Yeah, well, not glass, but ceramic. Okay, and the base is kind of like a resin. I don't have a box for it, so 85. Paul Christie's saying it cost him 85 when he got the Rancor teeth flight. So I think it was 75 when it opened, and then they upped it pretty fast. All right, so I'm gonna run this at $10. Okay, and when I ship it, I will be very, very careful shipping it out. And start. I'm gonna get a deal. I don't even know if they make them anymore. 2023. Yeah, I think I picked mine up in 2019. So yeah, that would make sense if it went up a bit. Tick, you got it. It is yours. Oh, and we just thank you for helping me clear the board a bit too. All right, very good. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. And first, now we got a Jabba, guys. Just the Jabba, no stand, no. Okay, he comes with Jabba. That's it. Just Jabba. And oops, sorry, hold on. Number 14. And we'll start. Just Jabba, no Wonka. Jabba, no Bada. Someone was asking me earlier. I did catch this about the clams. I do not sell. I mean, I sell them in that I include them with the figure when I have a complete figure or a last 17 figure. Okay, but I don't really sell them separately. You would be better off just picking them up. You can get them in bulk or smaller amounts at Collecting Warehouse. If you go to Collecting Warehouse, if you message me, I can send you the exact a photo of the exact item. All right, now how about just a job of head and an arm? The head and arm. These are just parts. I'll run this for $1. I picked up a couple of Jabbas that had included a couple of Jabba heads. I don't know if anybody wants to do some customization, but I got 2 of these I can run today. So if you want just a Jabba head, you can do something with that, right? This is S19. I'm actually going to get a little baggie to put this in. Hey, what are you gonna, $3, right? Wait, hang on. I'm having a technical issue here. Hold on. That was not a good bag. Sorry, got to get myself a better bag. Sorry, want to make sure this doesn't get. Sorry. All right, moving on. Moving on. All right, let's do that. Let's do another big item off the board here. We are about 15 away. Let's get another big item. This is a TIE fighter. I will say this. That works. That works. It does include both tops. It's got the battery pack. It's got all the labels, although some of them are starting to fall off. Okay. I will tell you flat out, no guarantee on electronics. You probably have to clean it. All right. It does have a bit of a messed up inside, innards. All right. So I've fixed them. I just didn't get a chance to fix this one. So I'm just running it as is. All right. So you have to do a little work, but I bet you're going to get that one to work. I'll also say, yep, no, it's complete. Although I think the inside thing might be, I forget if this was white or not. I thought that was the Vader one, so it might be only partially complete. But you bid accordingly. I'm going to run it for 10. And we're running. This is L2. Oh, it did actually was missing one label. Sorry. There was one label missing on that. Retro. Sorry about that. Unless it fell off. It just fell off. No, I guess it was just missing that. Thanks, Retro. Appreciate that. Noticed it the last one that I was turning it around. Like, wait a minute. If I find that, I'm gonna check the box where it came from. If it's in the box, I will absolutely include it. All right. How are we, guys? We are 14 away. Okay. Let's go back. Let's do another modern. All right, we have another retro. This is Captain Antilles, unpunched. I do not have any catapult or glider parts. Salon 40. Oh, okay. This is M15. We've intercepted no transmission. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Retro. Oh, I wish they would have made these so that they would stand on their own. Okay. Someone was asking about another clone. This is a Revenge of the Sith clone commander. Battle gear. Oh, cool. Yeah, I have some of the stand solo on ones. Now that I'm, you know what? It's funny. I realized that I've probably mixed up some of those too much. I mean, I just kind of have them in dioramas, but this is M16. And I know, right? I know some people were doing that with the Rebel Trooper ones, Rebel Fleet Trooper, comparing them to the custom ones that have been made. All right, here's a modern Hondo Baba. I like how this is the Black Series 2015. Okay. I like how this one includes both furry hands and clawed hands because they had both apparently. And he comes with his drink and a spare arm. So I like that. So Pondo Baba. The Black Series 3 3/4 inch was like the precursor, I feel, to, even though they were starting, I think they were starting some vintage collection stuff. They were dipping their toe in the retro carded line, the vintage collection line. Thank you, Chris. Right. Good. Clearing out the board a little bit. Here's a modern legacy collection, BD22. Malakili does not include the droid part. It's just the figure, okay, from 09, 010 or 2010. But that's a really cool, like, I think that is a very successful, cleaner, nicer version of the Ranker Keeper. So, number 18. Yeah, I know they did have fun figs. Did anybody want to embarrassingly? I will happily and embarrassingly admit that I got duped by the other one. Smith is it Fan Strike Back? I sadly did try to get those figures. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, don't consider yourself lucky. Thank you, Nerf Herder. Wait, oh, did I run it? Wait, that 18? Yes, it was. M18. Just making sure I was running it. All right. All right, let me get another vintage here. How about TIE Fighter Pilot? All right, let's take a good look at it. Look at the emblems on the left, and then the emblems on the right. Nice and clean. Probably a Star Wars Daddy one. And then a nice, correct pew pew. Thanks for the follow, John Will. All right. Ooh, it's hard to see that. There we go. I know unfortunately the clamshell makes it yeah, I tried to get, I think they sent me what was it? Most people they got one figure, got like Thrawn out of it. And then the other 12 never came. So, but Stan Solo did a good job, and I picked up a few others over the days. You're not going to find emblems like that, guys. Look at those emblems. They're like white. Sorry for the blur. There it is. Look at that. I mean, normally they're smudged out, but not these. And you're getting a blaster. And a clamshell. And a card back. You're getting so much. Hey, first person strength, John Will. I appreciate that and the follow. Okay, how we doing here? Okay, we're 9 away from the next giveaway. All right, how about another? We're gonna just keep flipping back and forth between modern and vintage. Let's do Garandan. Look at this guy. Look at how cool that is. Us retro lovers, man. I know the X-wing. I'm being honest with you. I'm kind of pumped about the X-wing, even though everyone's like, oh, I wish you had. I wish. I think my problem. Some people wanted to just have them release the original vintage X-wing, like the original mold, right? The X-wing fighter itself. But they already did that in the '90s, and then a few times after that, and then they made a better one. I like the more movie accurate one. So I'm one for. I get it, but personally, I'm excited about the color scheme. Just like when they release there are a few Black Series figures that I own still. One of them is the Boba Fett that looks like the Kenner Boba Fett, like paint scheme. All right, this is all right. Let me know. Let me do. All right, try something different. All right, guys, we got a Mickey Mouse. He is complete. He does have his blaster. He does have his helmet. Okay. The only thing I will say is this might have, when I say it's complete, is that he's a complete figure. I don't know if he might have come with a separate head. I don't have that. Like sometimes they came with a separate head, although this one looks like it might be just a clamshell kind of thing with his helmet that comes off. All right. So these were in the parks, Disney parks. These are highly sought after, guys. These are not easy to find, not easy to come across. Okay. And they got some heft to them. So Luke and I included the Power of the Force Luke card back. Star Wars Daddy knows what he's talking about, man. Dude, I think Star Wars Daddy, I am seriously thinking about I have all of these loose and I'm thinking about that's what I think I want to do and what I want to jump into with maybe doing the CAS grading. I think that's going to be my thing. I'm going to jump into that and get all the Disney ones graded. Because you're doing it. I know. It's nuts. But yeah, if I'm going to do that, I'm definitely going to need to figure out a way to get some discounts on that. I mean, like taking advantage of their membership. Thank you. Oh, who won that? Breathman. Thank you for that. Oh my God, it wasn't even over yet. Sorry. Jeez. Sorry, Wrathman. I already had. I have it. I still have it for you, but I just took it off too soon. I'm rushing. Sorry. God, I'm rushing too much. All right, we are 8 away from the next givey, guys. How about? Okay, this is technically get off the. It's the last 17, but it's basically just a Lumat, a naked murder bear Lumat. It's pretty clean. He's got a little bit of brighter color on the torso than he does on the arms and legs. But we'll start him at 5. So if you want to build your Ewok collection, start with a pretty nice figure. That's Angry Face Murder Bear. Urgh, I know, right? I don't know if I would have been so quick to just give up our weapons. You know? Like Luke handing over a lightsaber to them. Like, just hey, Chewie, give him your crossbow. If I were Chewie, I would have been like, no, you ain't getting this crossbow. Good grab on that. Thank you, Solomon. Appreciate it, Solomon. All right, another retro. Got Yavin Leia. And we'll make it a theme. We're going to run Yavin Leia right now. We're going to follow it by another Leia in a moment. All right. And then when we get to, I know. So, Retro Nerva in the house today. Thank you, Retro. So, guys, just a heads up, we are still doing shout outs videos on my channel, my YouTube channel. But be aware, I'm not going to be giving like the details of everybody's sale. Instead, I'm going to just the top spender, okay, and everyone else. I'll just kind of read off your names. All right, so all right, guys, this is another beautiful Leia. This one gets the clamshell treatment. This is a complete Leia. All right, there is unfortunately now. I'm sorry to say, shoot, that happened. That happened before and before. This wasn't here before. Shoot. All right, hang on a second. I'm gonna see if I have another Leia cape I can replace it. Give me 1 second, because I don't want to do that. Just checking my Leia capes. I have a few, and if I have a better cape, uh, uh, this one looks better. All right, okay, taking this cape off. I was so mad at that. Like, what? What? That was not like that when I put it in the canvas. The capes are so delicate. You have to be uber careful. All right. Give me a second. I'll run that cape later as a separate item. It's not a bad tear. It's just a bit of a tear. All right. Putting them on a better cape. Does the zip? No, it's original. All right. Get it in there. Get it in there. Stay. Be gentle, gentle, gentle. All right. Start over. Now that. All right. Much better cape. No tears. No marks. That is like a pristine one. For that, you're getting, this is like blue black, guys. You're getting the blue black version of this, like, or the translucent green. I'll run the torn cape neck. When I get to the accessories, okay? That is the blaster you're getting. It's original. It's not like full out blue like the it's like that dark greenish. It's not the blue like the Bespin Leia. I know the face paint is gorgeous on that. Please, guys, when I bid figures like this, I know you want to get the deals. I do appreciate that you want to get the deals. But you know how much those blasters go for. Okay? If I can't if figures like this that are complete don't sell for at least a certain amount, it means that I can't run them again. I'll gladly honor this one, of course. Okay, we're good. We're good. Thank you. All right. So you'll get all this shipped. Now that's another thing I like to use the clamshells. It protects the figure. This is M24. I know, right? You'd be surprised. Yes, I will definitely run the torn cape. All right, Casper, good grab. And I appreciate that purchase. Thank you so much. All right, where are we? We are 4 away from the next giving. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. All right, moving back to something modern. Here's another. This is the, again, Legacy Collection BD23 Nikto Gunner. Okay. So it is a Build-A-Droid figure. It does not include the Build-A-Droid part. All right, I was taking them apart to build the droid. So this is just the figure. But it's a cool figure. It's a nice figure. Phew. Little Andy. These are the guys that you see a lot of. Hey, Nerfer, thank you for that. Like the kind of things you see in the movies, the Mandalorian movies and stuff. All right, guys. Feltapur Travag from the original trilogy. This is 05, number 6, 2004, 2005. One of your bar patrons put it in the cantina. Pretty good card. This is M26. Absolutely. Right. And we do this. I'm going to start running the giveaway for the follower. Thank you, Nerfer. Okay, so before we get the next item up for auction, number 26. Okay. So the next givey is another set of those cards. Okay, the modern card backs with an Admiral Akbar figure. Decent figure there. Okay. I'll run a couple more items, guys, and then when we get to 50, about the halfway point is 50, I'm going to switch it to some accessories. All right. Got another job ahead. Will he fit up here? Just another job ahead. Just another man. Job ahead. Sorry. Wait, this is number 27. Start him at $1. 4 minutes left on that givey. I once cut off a Hutt's head and wore it as a hat through 3 states. Anybody know that reference? I paraphrased it. Air America? Close. Thank you for that. It did take place on a plane. Steve Buscemi, yes, but it wasn't Air America. It was Con Air. You're close. I'll give you that one. All right. Here's a weird one. I would not recommend eating the candy. This is a little Star Wars little Vader plushie guy. Kind of cute. Doesn't say anything, doesn't do anything special, but it does come with some candy. I think they're those mints, like those kind of after dinner mints. I'm not 100% sure. Um, it's from 15 years ago, guys. So as I said, I'd bid on the figure and throw the candy away. But if you want the candy, you're welcome to the candy. I'll start that for $1. Somebody might want it. Conair, that was just a fight. That was a. Don't be wasting food. All right. If nobody bid, oh no, Josh got it. Okay, Josh getting it for $1. All right. Thank you, Josh. Took that home for $1. All right. One more item, and then I think we'll just wait until we have 2 minutes left on the givey. After the givey's done, we'll switch it to something else. Here's a cool modern figure. This is the BD-30 Death Star Legacy Collection. This is the Han Solo with the partial stormtrooper. He's got the chest plate, the belt, chest piece, the belt, and the helmet. So there you go. Maybe get that, and you can put that helmet on your Luke last 17 stormtrooper. Again, no, there is no droid part with this, so it's just a figure. No one wants Han. All right. Well, Retro Nerva takes it for $5. Thank you, sir. All right. And we are 1 minute and 13 seconds away, so we'll go a little bit further here. How about a Greedo, guys? This is the vintage Greedo. Okay. Vintage Greedo comes with the correct, whoops, don't get blurry on me. Correct blaster. All right, really good, pristine figure. Clamshell and car back, $5 start. For a complete figure, that's insane. Sort of. The accessory is a $20 accessory, guys. Thank you. Get the figure for free then. John Will is going to get it. Oh, maybe not. Somebody else want it? Oh, there's still a little fight in there. There's still a little fight for this guy. Excellent. Thank you, John Will. All right, and we have 8 seconds left on the givey, so let's hold on that. And the givey goes to Rosa Flo. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, we will get that in the mail to you for Monday. All right. Still got another follower giveaway coming up in about 25. I'm going to run accessories next. And then we are going to switch it back and do a couple of great figures. We got some last 17s coming up. On the last 17, we got a carded Return of the Jedi. All right. So we're going to do buyer's pick again. Okay. Winner choose one. Now, what do we got? All right. Well, tell you what, before we do this, I'm going to run just the Leia cape that I just took off. Okay. So let me switch this to small. Small one. I'm going to run just the cape for $1. This is S20. Thank you for that. Okay. Let's bring this. Oh, one more thing I want to run. Well, you know what? No, I'm going to put it on the board. I'm going to put it on the board. All right. So here is, pardon my sandals. All right. So we got. So take this one off the. Well, yeah, I'm going to take this one off the board for now. If you want me to run it later, I will. But there's a couple that are twofers. You know what I mean? I do a couple of twofers. All right. We got. All right. So starting from the bottom right, we got the corners of the four blue black Imperials. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got two AT-ATs. We got two Snow Troopers / Dengars. We got two Pikes. One slightly darker than the other. So slight variance on that. We got a Lando cape. A bit of a stretch, but no tears. We got a Tebow hood. We got two Bespins. We got a pretty good Bespin Leia cape. We got 1, 2, 3 backpacks. We got a Bib Fortuna robe. I'm gonna take that off right now. Maybe I'll run those two separate. We got Tebow staff. We got a toolkit. We did toolkit? Making sure. Okay. We've got snake. We've got belts. We've got a blue Imperial. We've got a Chewy bowcaster. And we got the Hawkeye. I said that. And we got 4LOM/Suckus. This guy, I don't know what it is. Maybe some of you do. It's not Star Wars. Maybe G.I. Joe. I'm not sure. It seems a little small, but or it might be modern Star Wars. Okay. But it's definitely not vintage. So I'm just giving you a heads up. All right. Buyer chooses one. Here we go. This is 20. This is S. Wait, did it run? Sorry. Now I'm running. Sorry. Stupid. Stupid me. Those black blue Imperials are $20 each every day. All right, Casper. What are we getting? All right, I'll start down here. If you want a different one, let me know. But there you go. Okay, keep it going. Awesome. All right, next one. And sometimes make sure you're paying attention, guys, because I could very well decide to do a pick two, one for one run. I could very well decide at some point to say, let's run the whole board. Bring this up a little bit. All right. Thank you, Danav. On Blaster. I'm assuming you mean this one. You do realize it is blue. And it's okay. That one can, yeah. Right. Next up. Some of these capes take up a lot of room here. All right, we still got three blue black Imperials. We have a blue Imperial. Put that in the middle. I do have a couple of other items. When the board starts to clear, I might put a few more items up. C3 Beno. Okay, this is S23. Blue black Imperial. Ah, it was a good grab for that one. Good call. Good. Sorry for the shake. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, so guys, just some reminders for people popping in and out. I will be running another show next weekend. I'm not sure yet if it's Saturday or Sunday. I got to check my schedule with my fam. Make sure there's nothing else that I'm not aware of going on. So, but it's either going to be around this time on Saturday again, or maybe on Sunday. There we go. Danav. What are we getting, Danav? What are we getting today? Stormy? There you go. All right, and we're moving on. BB. All right, so yeah, I kind of miss doing them every day. I thought I would be like so relieved, and I was like, when after about it, I was relieved for one day, and then I missed it. But there was no way for me to do another show, so I can't wait to get into the swing of things where I'm going to hopefully do like 2 shows a week. That's my ultimate goal, is to get 2 shows a week during the school year. All right, retro wants the snake. Okay, that's number 25. Retro gets the snake. This music, man, freaks me out. This is when in my mind, this is when he became Darth Vader and takes out the Tuscans. Well, that was the start. Anakin, Anakin. Oh, Casper jumping in at the last second. 26. All right, Casper. BB Imp. Oh, blue black. I was like BB. I'm thinking BB-8. I'm like, what? He didn't have it. He didn't have a blaster. I don't even have him on the board. Blue black. My brain. My old brain is starting to fail me. All right, tell you what. I'm going to add these to the board. These are one. I'll do them as a twofer. One staff and one rifle together. Snow trooper rifle. This is S-27. The Nav. What are we getting today? Middle blaster. That's the blue one, right? Just so you're aware. Right? You're good. I'm good. All right. Thank you, Danav. Thank you for the clarification. All right. Just gonna let a few other things run. We have one more blue up top here. Here it is. Casper again. 2 times Bespin. There you are, sir. I'll be doing here. I got 10, about 13 away from the next follower giveaway. Oh, speaking of which. Two more. Danav again. Last blaster. You got it. There you are, sir. Thank you. All right. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going. Then after this, we have. Oh, hang on. Move my screen up. There it is. Okay. After this, we got 5, 8, 9. We have 9 figures, like vintage figures. We have 2 modern carded plus 2 vintage carded. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more modern loose, and we have the 12-inch Vader. We got a Star Wars case. We got the R2. We got a modern. Yeah, still got a bunch of items. All right, Cleve, what are we getting? This was S30. Tebow Axe. There you go, sir. This was 30. There's 31. And we're running. All right, here we go. Dude. Not just the men. Thank you, Jomar. Skiffs. Okay, there you go. Thank you, sir. Keep it going. You didn't have. What are we getting? AT. Sorry. There you are. Slightly different shade of them. Do 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 do. All right, Nerf herder. Yoda belt. That's a good grab on that. All right. Pay attention, people. This one, pick two. Winner picks two items, and if an item is two items in the bid, meaning you can pick four. Like so, we have two Hoth Commander Luke rifles. We got two Snow Troopers, and we have these two together, and we have the backpacks. So buyer picks two. Jumar. Two choices. What are we getting? Jumar. What are we getting, Jumar? You get two. You get to pick two items on the board. Two items. Okay. Assuming you mean the Hoth Trooper ones. And then you get one more choice if that's what you're choosing. And Trooper and Skiff. So 3 Troopers with 1 Skiff. Excellent grab. Okay. All right. I'm going to throw something else on the board here, guys. Let me just move some stuff around. All right. We're going to add, this is a modern pack. It's got like a modern shoe. This is a modern Chewy bowcaster. It's a little bench, and then we got like a Vader helmet, like it might be Snow Bunny, Padme, something, or one of the Snow pieces. About 4 modern lightsabers, just a bunch of some cleave. I don't even know if these are Star Wars, but all right, just a couple of different. It looks like a Boba Fett blaster there. Okay, these are all modern. That's all one bid. Okay. Let's keep it at pick 2 while we're at it. Still pick 2. Still pick 2. Yay, Juma. All right. So what are we taking? Both capes. You got it. All right. Keep them in a bigger bag to keep them flat. All right. Still pick 2. Still pick 2. We're not giving a bubble 2. This is S37. Thank you again, Jumar. Grabbing a few items today. 4 LOM and the case. 4 LOM and the case. Awesome. Thank you for that. Still you pick 2, by the way. Still you pick 2. Sorry, I didn't mention that. We're gonna keep running you pick 2 probably until the until we're done with the board. And I'm going to throw this into this pile with these, unless the person who just wins this, if Panther wants this one, I'll give it to him. But if not, I'll wait till this auction's done. So as I said, this is either modern or it's a GI Joe or something else. I just had it in a pile. Thank you, Sky King. You get to pick 2 items. 2 items. This is all modern stuff. Then we got the backpacks. These are all 1 item too, so you can pick that plus something else. So Sky King, let me know which 2 items on the board you want. Chewy and these, I'm assuming you mean? I'm assuming you mean the 2. Yep, okay. Thank you. Let me. All right, I'm going to put this little pile together. I'm going to put them in there because I'm pretty sure it's a modern thing. All right. Whole board. All right. You're getting everything on the board? Actually, before I do that, I am going to run the whole board. But let me do one more thing. All right. S38. Okay, there's S37. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. No, I'm just going to run it like that. I have one more thing I want to run accessory wise, but I do want to run that one separate. All right. This is whole board, which is a bib for tuna cape, some backpacks, a Tebow hood, and a bunch of modern accessories. Great grab on that, Panther. Okay. All right. And then the last accessory, then we'll get back to some figures. This is my Island of Misfit accessories. We've got a torn Leia cape. This is actually a full out torn. It's clean otherwise, and it's got a rip on there. But if you put a little piece of clear tape, you'll be good. Same thing with Obi-Wan. Okay, a little bit of pull here and a tear there. Okay, it's got a little chewed up or melted here. Chewy blaster, so I didn't want to run it separate. And then a broken AT-AT, a broken staff Admiral Akbar, and this is a Klaatu skirt that's lost most of its fur. So we'll run all of that whole board for $1. That's 40. All right, so we've got a bunch of items, guys. So stick around. We still got a carded Bespin figure to run. Oh, and I think we're almost ready for the next follower Gibby. Thank you so much for that, Chris. I appreciate that. I will. All right, and in fact, let me run that now. The next follower giveaway. This is the last follower giveaway. The last giveaway we do is the buyer's giveaway. So you have to make a purchase in order to enter that one. All right. So our next giveaway is for same set of card backs, modern card backs. Only this time we're going to throw a Bespin figure in on that one. Okay. Power Droid. My only, good sticker. Does the clicky clicky. Has to, just like on the original card backs, it has to kind of be on display sideways. All right, this is medium 31. Excellent grab on. Oh! Jumped in. Star Wars Daddy. Good grab on that. I don't know if that one came from you or not. It might have. I'm not sure. All right, we have another BD33 Hercha Cal Legacy Collection figure. No build to droid part, but he does come with his glass to put him in the cantina. All right, so there's a. Can you add him to your cantina patrons? Look at that. Look at the sculpt on that face. Ah, ah, ah. Not getting any bids even with my cool thing. Star Wars Dad. He's like, don't, dude. You have a lot of money you got to spend. You don't have to buy. You got to spend money on the good stuff in buy those big huge collections. Thank you, John. Well, yep, okay. So appreciate it. I do appreciate the bids, guys. Thank you so much. You're all awesome. There's still another 2 minutes left on that. All right, let's do an Admiral Akbar vintage. This is a very clean, beautiful figure. Does include his, this time, fully lengthened staff, as opposed to the broken one I just sold. Okay, that is a complete figure with a complete accessory. You know how much the accessory goes. Bid on the accessory and you get the figure for free. As I always like to say, thank you very much. Medium 33. Star Wars Guy 151. Thank you so much for that purchase. All right. We have two more retro to run. Let's run this one. This is the Wedge Antilles figure. Finally can put him with the X-Wing. One more minute on the follower gibby. We'll run the buyer's gibby as soon as we get through the rest of our items here. We got a few more big items to run. I'll flip back and forth, guys. I still have about 7 modern and 7 or 8, a little slightly more. About 8 modern and 8 vintage. So I'll just flip. Good grab on that. Thank you so much for that, Eric Carr. Hey, appreciate Green Hornet they follow. Thank you so much. Okay. Here he is, man. Everybody's hero of the rebellion, General Maydeen, with his toothbrush. Although the toothbrush looks like it's got a little bit of dirt on him. Okay. But it's a good figure and it does come with the ever elusive accessory. Bid on the accessory, figure comes for free. And in the giveaway for his compatible remnant in 4 seconds. Last chance for the buyer's givey, for the followers givey. Do I have Snowspeed or Loop Retro? I'm afraid I do not. Sorry. Chris Hole, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Anywhere to make some purchases today, so that will be very easily going in your box. We have stolen a small Imperial shuttle. Thank you, Chris Hole. And there's the purchase to go with that giveaway right away. All right, another set of Return of the Jedi. These are Return of the Jedi card backs. The only ones I don't have right now are Empire card backs. So these are the droids and Ewoks. I'm still working on those. These are the Return of the Jedi. There's like 50 of them or so. Okay, they're all the Jedi releases. Okay, or at least the first releases. All right. So running that at $5. Again, these are custom items, guys. They help me. Thank you, Chris Hole. They help me offset the cost of any lost revenue on figures, which today has not been too much. But I do appreciate the bids no matter what. We have 2 more sets of them to run. We have a Power of the Force set and we have a tri-logo set. Again, if you message me about where I get the clamshells, I will send out to you the link for that. Thank you, Bumpton. I appreciate it. I'll get the Empire. I got to get those Empire Strike Back ones going soon. All right, we have a Hoth Han Solo. Okay, very good. Pretty good paint. It's a tiny, tiny, t. You were the windshield and not the bug. Okay. Yes, that is true. Good paint. Comes with the blue blaster. $5 starts. 30 cents. Hey, Star Wars Daddy, I don't know if you got my email, but I am interested in those coins that you were mentioning. I don't know if that price is good if you want to negotiate. But I'm also interested in that Star World case. If you are running it, let me know when you're running it, because I definitely want to try to be in the room when you do it. All right, thank you for that. It's 37. Awesome. Okay. Let's do another modern. This is the last retro. And you know how that works. This is CZ3. And whoever wins this gets the box. Let me back it up a little bit. I should probably back it up anyway. You get the figure and you get the box. Oh, beautiful. Awesome. Thank you, sir. That is I mean, I'm not not that I'm like crazy collecting into Star World cases. It's just I only thought they had the one tray, and then I saw one with double trays. I'm like, whoa! Then you showed up with that one. I'm like, whoa! How many trays? That thing's huge. Creepy protocol droid. I know, but I love it. It's like got the little it's got the scary clown kind of thing going. Thank you, Casper. Right in there. And if you had any other carded figures, I will put them in this box as well. All right. Okay. Let's have a little fun. All right. So we have 2 remote control R2s. So I'm going to start with this one. So this is the one. This one is modern-ish. It's hard to say when something's modern and it comes with a modern. I got to be careful. It's going to fall off my thing here, but it has a leash. All right, but it does work. And make some sounds, so it's cute. Kind of walk it around. You can walk it down your street like a leash. I will even include the batteries with this one. Of course, it might make noise when you're running it. All right, we'll start this one at $8. $8 start on this one. It's really cute, and it works, and it's fun, and it's clean. Come on, bid on me. That's what he's saying. Got it for 12. All right. That was L3. Okay, now I wish I could do the same with this next one, but unfortunately I can't. But I do want to take some time to show you this, because if you've ever seen these, then you know what we got here is really good. First, I want to show the box. Okay, this is the remote control R2D2 from 1978. Okay, here's the box. It is taped with Scotch tape. I don't even want to undo it. This is how I got it. This is how I received it, and I want to let it. It's barely hanging on here. With a little bit of lighter fluid, mineral spirits, whatever you use, you can probably wash that off and then open this up. Now, obviously, it'll have a bend in here because it's been folded all this time. But look at the rest of the box. I haven't seen too many boxes like this. My own personal collection one is not as good as this. Okay. Now it does. It includes the styrofoam. Okay. And it includes which just fell. The antenna. This is probably the most highly sought after thing. Let me do it. Let me switch this to zoom out here a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm going to take this out gently. Okay, now look at this. When have you ever seen one like that mint? Look at that. It is absolutely immaculate. There's like hardly any yellowing on it. Okay. Now, full disclosure, and there's your thing. Battery compartment, beautiful. I did put batteries in. It did beep. Okay, and the red light lit up, but that's all it did. Now, you can take it apart and you can do the whole motor, drop of oil, clean out, get it to work. There's videos to show you how to do it. I did not want to do it. I'm going to run it just like that because I think it's worth running it just like that. Okay. Honestly, folks, this is the thing everybody's looking for. And by the way, if you have a sand crawler, I believe this might work for that as well. Okay. It's the same kind of mechanism. It's the same type of thing, just a different color. All right. So doesn't come with instructions, doesn't come with the catalog, just comes with that. But again, that is one of the nicest things I have seen, that quality I've seen in this figure. All right. So while it's running, I'm going to start packing it up. Hopefully, if I see somebody bid on it, we're going to start this at $10. Somebody is bidding, I am packing. Okay. Make sure that I get everything in there. There it goes, nice and gentle. And I just basically kind of tuck this down like that. I mean, I'll probably put a little bit of packing material inside. You don't really need to. It's pretty good. So, I mean, on display, look at that. You can put the figure right in front of that. That would be so good of a display. I can't even tell you. I'm almost hesitant to sell it. I mean, not anymore. I put it up there. But thank you, Bum Tim. Thank you. I think that's a very fair price for that. That's reasonable. Thank you so much. I appreciate that immensely. All right, let's get back to some figures, guys. We got a Vader with a tip. Okay, this is, if I can get the right thing for this one. The people always ask about Vader. This is Hong Kong, 1977. Beautiful cape. All right. Beautiful paint on the chest. Look at that. This is amazingly, this is like a beautifully displayable figure. You can get it graded, or you can just leave it right in here. Let me get this back to close up here. Hang on. All right. All right. We are starting this at $5. That saber is worth 4, 5, 6 times that amount. Thank you, Bum Tim. I appreciate that. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. I mean, even the box. I know. I mean, I've been trying to replace boxes on some of my old toys. I mean, that's Star Wars Daddy. I was bidding on some of his when he got the $45,000 collection last year. I was bidding on boxes just to get boxes, period. This is more than a $20 figure, guys. This is like, think about it. There is a little bit on his arm, like a tiny bit of scuff, but mostly cleanable. But look at that. Slight bend in the tip, but that's another reason why I include the clamshell. It protects the figures. Oh, thanks for the raid, man. I appreciate it. KT Bugs collection. I do appreciate the raid. We still got about 15 or so items that we're running. Some modern Star Wars, some vintage Star Wars. Thank you, Cleve. Great grab on that. I appreciate that purchase. All right. I think, oh, here we go. I got this this modern. This is 2012 Rebels 2-pack. All right, this is the IGRM droid. This is a 2-pack that came with Visago. These are kind of a hard pair to get, so I'm going to run one, then I'm going to run the other. All right, if you want your Rebels kick, these are a little bit more rare figures to find. I am having a very wonderful show, KT Bug. I really appreciate you rating me in, though. Thank you so much. All right, those Rebels figures, for the I guess you have to have you have to be a certain clientele of Rebels fans to be in that. We still have let me get those guys off the board there. Our nose neck, we'll see. Yeah, we're good. We're wrapping things up here, guys. We're wrapping things up. All right, Danav, got it. And we'll run his partner, Vizago. You want to talk like this. He's like sort of Italian, sort of Russian. Vizago. He's kind of like a Hondo Anaka. Thank you, Cleve. Yeah, it just occurred to me, guys. All right. Very good. Thank you for that. All right. We have a Chewbacca. Very clean paint. Very good accessory. Will work well in your collection or put them on display with the Falcon. $5 start. Buyer giveaway, guys, is going to be Nick 2. Put him in the back there. Can you see him? $8 for Chewy, and the accessory is like a $12 accessory. So let's just bid up a little bit. He's laughing. That's good. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate that. All right. And then his enemy, his arch enemy, we have Bosk. It's a really clean figure, guys. This might have been a Star Wars Daddy special. And then he comes with his the exclusive rifle for that, or not rifle, blaster. And yeah, then I check the crowns. You got some good discounts, coupons you can use. All right. And we are wrapping up, guys. I think I have two more. I have two more moderns carded, two more modern loose. Whoa, that's got to be the steal, guys. That is the steal of the day. A $9 vintage complete figure. Good grab on that. All right, so we got a modern. This is actually Nine Num B-Wing Pilot from Legacy Collection. Okay, this does include, by the way, the Build-A-Droid part. This is a Build-A-Droid figure from the Legacy Collection, BD19, and includes the part. All right, so you're bidding on the figure and you're getting that Build-A-Droid part. So if someone wanted to, this is definitely something for you if you're looking to build one of those Build-A-Droid figures from back in the day. All right, good grab on that, Panther. All right, let's run another set of card backs. These are my mini card back for the Power of the Force. It's all the Power of the Force figures, the last 17, along with all of the figures that were released with a coin. All right, this is a custom item. Helps me offset the cost of figures that I lose money on, like Bosk. I appreciate. Oh, we're not going to get anybody to bid on it. Thank you, Nerf Rotor. I know I don't want anybody bidding on it that's already bid on them. I just, just new buyers. But you can put these with clamshell cases. You'll see I put a lot of the double wide clamshell cases. And thank you, Cleve. All right. We got an FX7. Let me just do a double check. Make sure this guy's got his head in gear. Yes. All right. Excellent head. Excellent moving head. All right. Thank you, sir. All right. We have just a few more items to run, guys. We have I'll tell you what, I think after this, I'm going to pull that modern Slave 1 in the front here and run that. This is M46. Oop, go back there. Excellent grab on that. Excellent grab. Thank you, Tick. All right, guys. This is the modern, not vintage, modern Slave 1. Okay, it is based on the original mold. All right. It's got comes with a Boba Fett figure. Certainly a nice an improvement on the original in terms of the paint. Okay, you have the ramp. I don't believe this comes with a. I don't believe this comes with a on and carbonite. All right. Wish I could hold it up like this. Maybe if I lean it, I can lean it like this. Is that gonna do? No, that's not gonna work. All right. So you do get. It's a modern. Let me back out the screen. It is a modern Slave 1. Okay, not a vintage. So I'm going to start it at $8. I think that's a fair starting price. The shipping on this one alone is going to be kind of a pain. So I don't do too many of these in any given show. But I think that'll fit in a 12 by 12 by 12. So hopefully that'll be good. Again, guys, be sure you check out next week's YouTube channel. I'll be giving shout outs. Everyone will get their handle on Whatnot shouted out. And then it will be the person who's a top spender will be the Chewbacca of the week. And we'll get we'll do a little more fanfare for you. And if you're new to it, you will get a magnet from me. And if you're a two-timer, you'll get a little trophy. Thank you, Scott King. That was a great grab. I appreciate that. All right. And while we're on a vehicle kick, let's do this is the cloud car. Let's go through the normal things. I am pushing a lot of weight down, guys, here. All right. And these things are staying. So these are good landing gear. Okay. Got both cockpits. They stay on. A little bit of yellowing on this one, and actually both of them. But as they go, these sell for $35, guys. All right. We're running this for 10. Got two 30th anniversary collection figures running. I got the young clone trooper with partial armor, and I got C3PO with Salacious Crumb coming up next. Got one more. Got the one more mini rig. Thank you, Danav. All right. Here's the clone trooper. Okay, good card. This is 55 from the 30th anniversary collection. Comes with the coins. Comes with a partial armor. Okay. We are wrapping things up, guys. And a buyer's gibby's coming. We do have a Pop Blue Last 17 incomplete figure running in a moment. All right. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's run. This is my last Build-A-Droid. This is a BD38 Coyote Mundi. It kind of in that weird piratey getup legacy collection. Does come with the Build-A-Droid part. Okay, so you're getting that figure with the part. That is a modern. It's loose. is a Build-A-Droid figure. Look at that cool Coyote movie though. What a cool look on that figure. I love that. It's almost like those comic packs. And you're getting the Build-A-Droid part 2 as well. All right, Nerf Herder, thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, now last set of hardbacks, guys. Okay, these are the Tri logo. There's a ton here, guys. There's like 78 cards. I love these things because the art or the picture on them is different for many of them. Some of it's identical, some of it's different. Now, there's actually 74 cards in the 74 cards in the Tri logo, but I included 4 extra, 4 Uze. These are those Turkish bootlegs. So you're getting those as well. All right. There's like 78 cards altogether. That's like, it costs me $5 to make them, guys, just so you know. It's my favorite thing. And they're just so vibrant with colors. It's insane. We still have the vintage INT4 to run, guys, which is coming up shortly. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I only have those 4, Chris. Like I mean, I don't know. And actually, I think I still have to make some. Maybe I'll look into making some more. Maybe I'll look into making some more of those. That might be my next goal. All right, so I can get all of the Turkish ones that are together. Maybe start doing bootlegs. All right, this is the Salacious Crumb and C-3PO with the little green stuff on them. This is or I like to call it the Anthony Daniels having a panic attack, because apparently he was having that. If you watch any new documentaries, he's talking about this is that very moment. He was like having a panic attack because he was just, get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out. So that's what I affectionately call this one. Yeah, let me work on, Chris, let me work on getting only Turkish ones together. And then I will, I know they are. Thanks, Tick. I appreciate that. What happened was the Tri logo ones, I used a piece of paper, right? Or a piece of cardstock, and they're 8.5 by 11. And I was wasting paper because it was only, there was with only 74. Thanks, Tick. Appreciate that. There was only enough to run. There was going to be a whole like 4 more spots. Only two of the other ones went on there. All right, let's go through this. And so I just put together some of those Uze ones as a way to make up the difference, so I didn't lose any. All right, there's a little bit of sticker loose here, but they are complete with all the stickers. Okay, so as INTs go, this is actually pretty cool. Now it's an official Star Wars vehicle. It's canon in the Mandalorian Grogu. Comes with the front cannon, although it is a little bit loose. Okay, but there he is. And oh, that's cool. I think we're gonna do this one. It's starting at 10. Thank you. Okay, guys, we are almost ready for the buyer's giveaway. I always run that last for about a minute. Okay, we have about 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 more items after this one. Thank you, Tick. Appreciate that. Number 7. There it is. Okay, guys, we have a last 17 or Return of the Jedi. Pop Blue, no staff, just the hood. But that is a figure that. Ooh, I might. Ooh, I might start. I might do that. I think I want to do. Oh, wait. Sorry. Cancel items. Go back to mediums. All right, here we go, guys. $5. $5 for a last 17 Ewok. So hard to get. I haven't seen this one available for less than $60. So, and that's without the staff. This is one of those rare ones. It's kind of with the end of the Return of the Jedi line, and then it was they included it as part of the other line. All right, thank you, Wargo. Appreciate that. All right, let's talk about this Star World case. Not the best case, but it is. I really love the Star World cases because they have this cool, like, this is pre Star Wars, meaning Star Wars came out and they had this ready before they had Star Wars ready. So they have art that's just similar enough. There was a sticker on here that got rubbed. I could probably rub that off if you really like it. Okay, you can probably do some lighter fluid or some mineral spirits or something to get that off because it's just plastic here, but it is pretty good condition otherwise. So I am including some figures in it. Okay, we got some weird ones. We got we got a stormtrooper missing a hand. We got Vader missing a head. We got a Maideen. It's actually not too bad. He's just very baldy on the head. And then we've got a headless but with the head rebel soldier and a headless but with the head and armless Obi-Wan, but he does have his head and his arms over here. So you're getting kind of a beater lot of figures. Okay. Let's put it there. We'll start this at I have to make it a large item for the weight, but I will start this at $1. The case, and by the way, the plastic of the case has got a little. This is like the cheapest kind of plastic they make. This styrene or whatever it is, and it's coming apart. In fact, it just cracked a little bit. So be very very careful with it. But as those cases go, it's not too bad. So still started at $1. You can do some customization with those figures. Maybe make some more Uze figures. The Stormtrooper's not too bad. It's just missing a hand. Still got 2 items to run, and then the buyer's giving. Headless man instead of headman, right? Good grab on that. Excellent. All right, guys, we have a 12-inch Darth Vader. Does come with the cape. He's actually a pretty decent figure, guys. His limbs are pretty tight. Okay, I didn't have to do any limb repair. This came whole like this. It is missing his saber, but that's not too difficult to pick up. All right. He's got all of his parts, just meaning his limbs. So it's $10 start. And then one item after this. The force is strong with you with this one. Thank you, Janav. I appreciate that. All right. Okay, last item before the buyer's giving you guys is a Return of the Jedi Empire Strikes Back figure. All right, this is a Bespin figure. Now, full disclosure, okay, I do believe it is it's completely open and it is missing his blaster, but I will include a Bespin blaster in it. It's not the best figure, okay, but it is a decent card, okay, as cards go. So it's really more like, but it's also interesting that it's the Empire Strikes Back repack or the art, So I would recommend this one just kind of taping it at the bottom here. All right, it is cracked all the way up the side, but it doesn't have a blaster. I'm including a blaster with it. I'm starting it at $10. Blaster will be with it. I'm probably going to just include the blaster in with a Yeah, good grab on that. I mean, it's still a carded figure. My advice: tape it shut, put the blaster in there, tape it shut, and then uh, put it in a star case, and then just display it. So excellent. Okay, guys, Buyer's Givey is a Nick 2 figure complete. Really nice figure. Comes with the correct staff. You know, not the most sexiest thing out there, but hey, you can win a free figure. I'm going to run that for about a minute. While this is running, guys, thank you so much for being here. Please check out my videos on YouTube. Like, subscribe if you can. You get it. The biggest thing of that, the biggest reason that's a good way to do it is because everything that I pretty much show in a future whatnot show, if you subscribe to my channel, you will see what's running before anyone else. All right, everything you see there comes out usually like a week ahead of time. All right, so I hope you consider that. It's a lot of fun, and we're a great family of people and commenters, and a lot of people that are on this that check me out here do that. This show runs a live stream on it, casts live on YouTube. So check it out. It'll be a lot of fun, and I'll be back next week with another vintage with some modern. I got a shipment of modern stuff coming in. I don't think I'll get it by next week, but I got a few more things I can run. So for the modern lovers. And yeah, I'm Black Series. I'm just trying to build up a collection, guys. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, guys, time to run this. Here we go. Last chance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner is Panther. Wait, didn't you already win one last week? That's great if you did. But thank you for that. That's awesome. I will put that in your box. You are the best. You all are the best. I'm so happy to be back. I miss doing this. I can't wait to retire from my teaching job in a year so that I can do this like 3, 4, 5 times a week. It'd be so much fun. All right, guys. You're all the best. Yeah, no Black Series Estamar. I don't have any. I'm trying to get some. So Sundays, I mentioned at the last Black Series one that was my last one until I can get more figures. So, and I'm trying to get them low enough, in bulk so that I can put them up for $5 a piece. But right now we're not there yet. So be patient. But I'll put Black Series in the title of the show that you bookmark, so you'll know. All right, you'll know that Black Series is coming. All right, so just but if you don't see it in the title of my show, then it's not going to happen. All right, so thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm going to raid somebody. I don't know who's running right now, but I'll raid somebody, and we'll see you next week, hopefully. Thanks so much for watching. Any Star Wars people doing this? We got Arc 5's 501st is doing some Star Wars toys. Let's go to Arc 5s. Okay, here we go. Rating. See you guys. May the force and